crown Miss Planet International 2019 is Miss South Africa. Congratulations, Miss South Africa. Here we have the president of the Miss Planet International to give the crown to this queen, Miss South Africa.
Congratulations, Miss South Africa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honourable guests, and a special welcome to Minister David Mania. Wow, isn't this venue just something out of a fairy tale? It quite reminds me of that moment I stood on stage with 58 beautiful ladies competing for the title Miss Planet International 2019. The most frequent question I get asked is, what was going through my mind while I stood on stage? And the thing is, before I walked onto stage, I was so confident in myself. I thought that I did everything possible and I'm ready for this. But as soon as I got onto that stage and it was just me and this one girl standing there and we are anticipating to this moment, the thought, the doubt was going through my mind that, am I enough? Will I be enough? And sometimes in life or in business, in financial situations, we experience this. We doubt ourselves, and that's when we need to have faith. We need to be determined. We need to have the willpower, and we need to know that you can get through it. A thing that you don't know is, up until moments before I got crowned, I had a few obstacles I had to face regarding my wardrobe. And the thought of giving up did cross my mind a few times. But something that kept me through was a thing that my dad once told me. He said to me that often after your biggest disappointment comes your greatest achievement. And today, I'm standing in front of you as Miss Planet International 2019, and I'm so honored and blessed to be granted with this opportunity. My vision as Miss Planet is not only to preserve the planet for today, but for the future generations as well. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world." That's why I, as Miss Planet, make a point out of it, to go to schools, to visit the younger generations, and to change their thinking patterns in terms of preserving the planet, because they are the future of tomorrow. It might not have an impact on them today, but in the next 10 or 20 years, when they're all grown up and they have their own children, it's going to have an influence on them. Water is becoming so scarce. And the other day, I did a project where we were cleaning up the river near the hospital. And it was sad for me to see that a river that was once flowing has now stopped flowing because of all the pollution in the water. And this water can actually be used by people. But because it was full of pollution, it causes more harm than anything else. And it's sad because it's not only sad for people, but the marine life also lives in this water. And that's why I also go out to penguin rehabs and shark labs to not be oblivious to the fact that these things are caused by people. We often read on the news, or well, we see on the news and read in newspapers that whales get washed out on shore. And when they cut them open, they are filled with pollution, plastic, paper, and yeah. But let me not only talk about the negative things going on. The past week, I was invited by the Go George, and during the month of the Transport Month. And it was so heartwarming for me to see that there's actually people trying to make a difference to a better future for our planet. By using public transport like the Go George, it lessens the CO2 emissions that damages the ozone. And it was even more heartwarming for me to see that the Go George not only accommodates people like you and me, but they also accommodate people with disabilities and special needs. People ask me why. Why did I decide to enter into Miss Planet? And I want to be a voice. I want to use this platform to make people aware of the harsh reality that we live in. But there's a difference between being a voice and going over into action. The thing is, our planet is busy dying. Are we going to do something about it? I want to leave you with the following thought. Your actions determine your own future. Thank you.
What a wonderful achievement. And I think she's got the most appropriate surname. Best. I'm going to call on our first citizen of the town, of the city of George, Mr. Melvin Knight, to come and join me on the stage, because we're immediately going over into our awards ceremony. And Monique is also going to help us with this one. Thank you so much, sir. Now, a very special award this year, being handed over to our Youth Ambassador for the year 2019. It will be handed over by our Executive Mayor of the City of George. Our very own ambassador, crowned in Cambodia at a glittering event as Miss Planet International. Reign has allowed her to pursue a passion to pilot initiatives that support activities that will help to preserve our precious planet, Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, Youth Ambassador of the George Business Chamber for the year 2019, Monique Best. I actually had to keep her on the stage by telling her she's going to help with the first award. Thank you, Monique. Well done.